Hello and welcome to yet another video in Kotak Stock Shala. And in this video, we are going to learn further of where we stopped in the previous video. So in the previous video, we talked about how to actually think about any business, how to analyze it. So we learned about machine formula. We learned about 4-cylinder model. Now we are going to further dissect it, understand how this 4-cylinder model can be used practically and how you can, as an investor, dissect any company which you want to through this framework. So let's go to the PPT and let's understand what are the parameters for all these 4 cylinders of earnings growth. So first thing which you need is sales growth, that is price into quantity, right? So think about example. I love to give Rocking Ranjita, who is selling a vada pav. Okay, so now Rocking Ranjita is selling a vada pav. Imagine she sells 10 vada pavs for 10 rupees. Her income is 100 rupees. Her revenue or sales is 100 rupees. Now, what she needs to do if she wants to increase the revenue per day? Maybe she can sell 11 vada pavs for 10 rupees, or she can increase the price of that vada pav to 11 rupees, or she can do both, right? So in the existing business of vada pav, she has 3 levers if you look at the slide. One is she can do the price increase, and second, the number of quantity grows. Now, number of quantity can grow with 2 reasons. One is the demand of vada pav itself is growing, which is like industry growth. Or it could be market share gain, which means there is some another vendor of vada pav nearby and one of the customer from there comes to Rocking Ranjita and takes the vada pav. So these are the 3 parameters you need to look for any company if you want to see in the existing business how it is able to increase the sales. Now coming to the new part of it, a company can go into a new product. Let's say iPhone, so Apple was creating iPhone and then they start making iPad also. That is another line of business which has opened. Same way, Rocking Ranjita selling a vada pav can start selling bel puri. She can start selling chai with it. Okay, she can start selling pizza with it. Right? So that is a new product line which can immediately increase the sales of that company. Okay. Now, second, what it can do is it can go into a new geography. Okay, so if Rocking Ranjita has a branch in Mumbai, it can go to Pune, it can go to Bangalore, it can go to Chennai, it can go to Delhi, and multiple branches in multiple geography will automatically increase the sales or the revenue of that company. And finally, it can go to new categories, right, where it is just selling simple vada pav right now. It can sell cheese vada pav, it can sell, Szechuan vada pav and so on and so forth. So these are 2 ways in which in existing and new way it can grow the sales. Now second is called operating leverage. Now think about Rocking Ranjita having a store in place, a delivery boy in place, the rent is going out, the salary is going out. So the fixed costs are now fixed. Now only variable cost for Rocking Ranjita is basically, the vada pav cost and any kind of electricity which is getting generated, right? So here there is a limit up to which Rocking Ranjita can actually make vada pav in a day. And same way for any industry that could be the case. So imagine there is a steel plant or a cement plant and you can actually produce 100 tons per day, but you are only producing 50 tons as of now, which means your fixed cost is still same, so your salary of the staff, whatever fixed asset which you have put in, everything is same. The only variable cost is the cost of your goods or the raw material and the production linked cost which is there. If you take up that production, your cost will not increase so much until that full 100-ton capacity is set, which is called higher capacity utilization. So if you are able to utilize your capacity to the fullest, you can actually grow your earnings. And finally, you can get benefit from common expenses. Like say you have a steel plant and you have a cement plant, or let's say Rocking Ranjita is selling vada pav and bel puri. Both of them simultaneously, there could be a lot of common expenses, like their accounting team might be same. It could happen their logistics supplier is same. So there could be a lot of common expenses which gets reduced and that increases the earnings of the company. And finally, if you see the margin expansion on the existing side, there could be improvement in the margin if you improve the efficiency. Let's say you were having yellow light bulb and now you are using a LED bulb. That increases your efficiency. And you can also create a new high margin product. Let's say you started selling cheese vada pav, which is a higher margin product for you, and automatically it boosts your earning. And finally, you can reduce your debt, which means your interest cost go down, and that increases your earnings and profitability. So these are the 4 parameters which you can actually go through. Now practically what we'll do is you can actually take the screenshot of what I'm showing you in the screen, and what you can do is just upload the screenshot in ChatGPT. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick way in terms of how you can actually use any of these important tools to do the analysis. So I'll just upload the screenshot which I have, and then I'll ask, do this 4-cylinder model analysis from latest Concall of, you can put any company. I'm just giving you example of Eicher Motors, but this is relevant for any company. So you can just put this, and what it will do is it will go and search the web. It will check for the latest presentation, and you can do any of the documents, by the way. If you want to analyze any latest annual report, if you want to go for latest Concall transcript, if you want to go for latest company presentation, all the things you can do. And you can see how beautifully it has given us this analysis on the screen. So it has given us bifurcation in terms of how the volume growth is happening, how the revenue is going up, how the market share is going up, what are the new drivers in terms of geography and new launches, how the operating leverage is going up, what is the margin expansion that is going on with the company, and what is the trigger of the debt reduction. And it has also beautifully summarized all the 4-cylinder of the company and how it is actually playing out. So this is a framework which all of you can use, but when you use this framework, you can pretty much analyze any company of the world, not just in Indian equities, but across all the equity classes, across any country, because these are the 4 major building blocks of earnings growth for any of the companies. So please try it out with couple of companies, see how it works, and also try to read the output, what it generates. Now you don't need to use ChatGPT, you can use any other tool if possible. And even if you don't want to use AI, you can do the same analysis by reading through the PPT or Concall or annual report of any company. But this framework will help you to understand that, okay, what is playing out among the top factors which are responsible for the earnings growth, and that will make you unstoppable in your business analysis. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the entire analysis which we did. And next section, we are going to go deeper in terms of how you can screen ideas, how you can think about analyzing any company further after you have done your fundamental side of business analysis. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.